Okay, tonight we are said. Who's said? Cedric Worthington Baines Jr., known for having the worst taste in beer. At his lowest point in recent memory, he did Keizo body shots off his pig. It was an image that those present will never unsee. Playa said, "You know what? I'm just going down the list, so sure." Alright, so I've already done this intro bit. So I'll just pick up back where the next bit is. This is a horrible idea. I'm going to regret everything. The man in front of you looks at you like he can barely believe what you just said. Ligma. Yeah, like Ligma. I'm going to be murdered right here and right now. Let's watch it happen and some more. You're getting the worst death stare right now. The room goes dark with the shape of him as he stands up, blocking out the light bulb. You know what's funnier than Ligma? Oh god, you have no idea, but you're pretty sure it's not gonna be a joke. Up, dog? I just start playing this one guy here, and I just immediately kill him with a Ligma joke. It's like his anger is filling the space, his shadow expanding to cover the entire room. It almost makes you feel like you're choking. I'm partial to SUGON. Yeah. You can barely get the word out. SUGON? SUGON this. This last thing you ever hear is you were choked to death by a man's horrible shadow for your ill-timed attempt at super qual. No one will ever find the body. Hey Kira, what? Do you know there are more jokes like SUGON? I don't care. You know who does? I do not care. Ligma. Stop. Oops. That was perfect. I loved it. Sorry, Sed. We're gonna have to be a different person now. Sed died of bad jokes. That's what happened. Who am I gonna be? I'll just be the one after Sed. The one after him. I don't even know who it is. Alright. Sed died of Ligma, so we have to choose Tyler instead. Tyler Johnston Edwards, the most competitive bro you have. He is single-handedly the reason the board game Brotherhood retreat was retired. Tried to parasail in a wind tunnel once and his pride has never recovered. Play as him? Sure. Yeah. Okay. Let's not die of Ligma this time. Let's not do that. Okay, I have decided I'm going to talk to Brett. And I think he's over here. Spread the back of a tall, suave brunette head. Looks like Brett's here. Want to talk to him? Yeah, sure. I know this is basically the other half of what's ever going on with, Kyle? Sorry, I'm not that great with names. But I'll just make the opposite choice at the end than the one that I made, and then, you know, probably end up dead. So we'll see how this goes. There he is, your guy, clearly taking a break from the old architecture studying, since he's poking at some of his old beach photos he's hung up in the whiteboard. Hey dude, question for ya. Brett turns around like he didn't hear you coming. He takes a seat at the conference table looking up at you. Hit me with it, man. What you got for me? Why didn't we see you at the Yi Lin's Halloween party last night, dude? I was at Janie's. I mean, like, I was too, but then me and a bunch of the guys left for Yi's afterwards, and you could have come with us. We figured he'd see you there later, but, like, none of us ran into you, man. Well, I mean, I wasn't exactly invited or anything, and I'd have just felt weird to show up. Bro, none of us were invited. That shit's more of a show-up kind of deal. If they don't want us there, they'll make that abundantly clear, dude. Brett just rolls his eyes and shrugs. I don't F with that. Just not my thing. Weird. But now that you think about it, Brett doesn't exactly go anywhere unless it's made abundantly clear he's invited. That's not really a vampire thing, technically. At least I don't think it is. And it's definitely not a Lasombra thing, specifically. But that just might be this guy's weird thing. Dude should probably, like, see a therapist about that level of social anxiety he's got going on there. But it's not exactly your business. Besides, Vicky's not really big on party hopping, and I couldn't really ditch her. Vicky. Right, mob daughter Vicky, sexy vampire hunter from the Halloween party. The blonde woman hanging out with Brett. The blonde woman dating Brett? You forgot, but she's around a lot, so that's probably the case. Yeah, fair. It's just like, we were all sort of expecting to see you there, since I thought you dipped out of Janie's party kind of early, too. Brett laughs good-naturedly. Right, yeah, kind of awkward, but I pre-gamed a little too hard. So even if I had been invited to Yee's, probably wouldn't have made it anyway. Jungle Juice started coming back up. You know how it is when Shredder makes it. You totally do know how it is. Shredder's Jungle Juice is effing vile, but damn if it doesn't get the job done. Also, vampires can't drink anything, so that definitely would have been coming up sooner or later. Hang on though, there's a hole in that effing alibi. Wait, you were studying for your test all day yesterday, right? How'd you go to the party and pregame that effing hard, man? Hey, dude. Is a bee not allowed to take a break every once in a while? Now that you think about it, I actually totally saw Brett talking to Yancy at the party last night. Though it wasn't on the early side. Actually, if you think harder about it, you saw them sneaking off to some dark corner of the house. And then you didn't see any of them for a while. You don't even remember if you saw Yancy after that at all. The rest of the night is a bit of a blur, to be honest. This is funny because I think that the real end is the one where Yancy just like forgot to charge his phone and got like way too wasted and just ended up randomly out there somewhere, but he's fine. And we're the ones in danger here, sticking our nose into, you know, quote-unquote mob business. When we don't have to. Anyway. Shredder's Jungle Juice strikes again. You know, Kyle was chilling by that hallway around then, looking cagey as hell. Granted, he looks like that half the time anyway, but maybe he'd know something about it. So, like, did you see Yancy at the party? Did I? Brett gives you his dumb old golden retriever smile, and it's hard to think of him as anything but sincere. It's a smile that makes it abundantly clear. There's next to nothing behind those eyes. Can't remember it, but really, I was mostly focused on just keeping the Jungle Juice down. Fair enough. Oh, he's turned away from us. Oh, are we done? Oh, we're done. Okay. Actually, I haven't been here. We've taken this out in a little bit. Unfortunately, it contains no clues. Just an empty energy drink container and a couple of fill-in crossword magazines. Looks like Rick sometimes just brute forces them. He's added 7 extra boxes to the first clue here. You know what? That's his business. That's funny. It's almost impossible to comprehend what the scrawled notes on this, along with the lines linking different pieces of text together. Like, shit like SI raid, no ghost zone, digging, haunted BART tunnels, any of them of the 6'2", 6'12 real? SI would be Second Inquisition. So that's some vampire stuff. Well, Second Inquisition is hunters. So basically, like, there was a hunter raid at some point. I don't know what no ghost zone means. And digging, question mark? Could be about anything, but I suppose it would be, like, Sabbat-related graveyard parties. By that I mean they, like, knock people over the head with shovels and bury them in dirt. And then, they forcibly, they mass bury a bunch of, like, freshly transformed vampires into the dirt, and then they see who lives, and then that's the ones that they get to join the Sabbat, and the rest die. It's real nice. I think if I remember that's how it works. I don't know anything about 612 or haunted BART tunnels, but ghosts are real in the world of darkness, so that's a thing. None of it makes any sense. Brett's also taped up the blurry photographs of Sutro baths. Don't worry about it. I mean, I won't, just because... Check your phone, about another hour has gone by. Damn, time flies when you're sleuthing. He just randomly disappeared out of there at some point. Okay, I guess we can check his room. I haven't seen him or Kyle around in a hot second. We just saw him, though. Maybe they went out for a bit. Ghosty. Did you hear Uncle Jerry's a grandpa? His famulus was kids now. His famulus has kids now? In case you're wondering, they're like really bad at writing emails. Oh, yeah, the vampires are? That makes sense. Lol, so's the frat ghost hot? Haha, alas. I am tired of being nice, don't you just want to go if Woman, be digging! Okay. So I guess that means that Kyle might not be here right now. Because I think that at least everyone is gone for a minute. Or two. In which case, let's go talk to Creepy Dude. Oh wait, this is the, that's those, two having a chat. And I think I already talked to Brick at one point. Let's get Kira mad at us. First of all, ain't nobody can keep Tyler from doing something stupid he's told not to do. And second of all, she's sus as hell, so you've figured the absolute best approach here is to just bother her until she cracks and maybe you'll learn something from the experience. Bad thing to do to a vampire. Okay. Knock, knock. She's gonna murder your face. Door's already open by the time you get the words out. Kira does not even look remotely amused. You do realize how useful it is to say that after you already came in, right? My bad! You both know you did this on purpose. Her room is not really what you were expecting, but it's definitely appropriate. Not a lot of decor going on in here. It's got a connecting door to the big guy's room, Bricks, which is firmly locked and deadbolted. Oh, that's right, he's kinda sorta her father, but that probably just means that he turned her into a vampire. Weird. There's a bed, a desk, the usual fare, there's a weird spot above the dresser where some painting or something was probably hanging. Or like a mirror, something. Clearly decor offends her crabby little sensibilities. Well, if there was a mirror there, she would have removed it because she won't show up in mirrors. At least not very well. Just like you are, currently halfway over the threshold without so much as an invitation. What do you want? You're a tutor, right? For bio? For some people, but not... Oh, thank God, I just bombed the midterm. No. Never heard a more emphatic no in your life. Find somebody else to save your ass. I'll pay you. You'd hope that'd help your case, but she just gives you the most shit-eating glare you've ever seen on another human being's face. You think I'd even consider working for free? No, never. Why, like, have people tried to short you before? Okay, well, she seems more sus than angry now. Maybe that's a little improvement. Sometimes. Why? I don't see you around too much. Figured you probably only came to campus for people you know or something. Kira just shrugs. So, like, if you don't want to, any chance you could hook me up with someone who could help me? Or, like, would? I mean, like, if you're a tutor, right? Isn't there someone who's part of your organization? I bet you have to really know your stuff, anatomy and all that. Okay, you thought the look you got before was the most soul-curdling thing you've ever seen. This one is unfathomably somehow worse. I'm not even going to ask why the F you think we need to know anatomy outside of being a biology tutor, you dipshit. You think back to what Brick said earlier. Vampires. It must have been a code word. You tried looking in on the internet, but to no avail, but surely there would still be some connection to blood. Why else would they pick it? Then again, you don't know exactly how button relates to killing people. But that word actually did come up in your mob-related internet source. Blood, right? I mean, yes, the human body does contain blood. What does that have to do with literally anything? I don't know, you tell me. Brick's the one who called you guys vampires. Even though he did air quotes to indicate that you weren't, like, effing serious about it or anything, it still feels stupid to say out loud. Kira blinks at you. He just said that? Yeah. It's a code word, right? Right? Damn, you got me. You're completely right. Not telling you what it means, though. trade secret and all that. Anyway, I need to go talk to some people. Right, cool. Have fun with that. She's so dodgy about everything. Like, okay, she can't tutor you. Can't or won't. And then like, can't tell you anyone who can? You won't even believe she's a tutor of some of the other guys in the frat tent, sworn you up and down that she helped them pass their effing gen eds. Still, it seems like a cover story, a really sus one. Maybe it's how she gets on campus and kills people like Yancey. Maybe it's how she got him. Let me know if you find someone who can help me, or, like, Yancey. Sure. I have a feeling she absolutely will not. If looks could kill, you'd have been dead several minutes ago. You make yourself scarce. Midnight already. Let's see. Where are my dudes? Being bros. I think the dudes are being bros in the conference room, if I remember right. And they're both there together. Nope, that's a lie. They weren't here. There's Kyle. Where is... Ah, there's the ghost. Always important to see the ghost. You hear about those 4 hunters that crashed a Mog party? Romano won't stop talking about that damn card game. Okay, I think I missed that joke. Where would Brett be, though? I mean, this is his room. Finally throwing the towel in his pitiful attempt at studying. Maybe this is your chance. Janie's party was maybe the wrong approach here, but you've seen Brett and Vicky together. She really only showed up shortly before things got funky, and she just... Come on, you've never met anyone real who manages to be that well put together. Elbow your way into Brett's room? Yeah. Sup, bro? Hey, man, so you're now wrapped up for the night? Yeah, I think I've learned as much about Art Deco as I can for like at least a week, maybe a month. Wait, what's Art Deco? Like the bridge, dude. The bridge is Art Deco. The big one. You know. Right. Alright, you've exhausted architecture talk. So like, how's Vicky doing? She's doing fine. Shit's good. It's fine. Nah. Brett grimaces, gesturing as if to indicate it's not much either of you can do something about. Yeah, fine, her dad's being kind of a jackass at the moment, but like, what else is new? Right, Vicky's infamous dad. Nobody's met the guy, but you've all heard Brett bitch about him. You can tell Kyle wants to bitch about him for some reason, but like, tries to keep that on a lockdown for everyone's sake, or mostly Brett's sake. Hard to tell. Anyway, the guy is some old F with a shitload of money that was at bare minimum acquired illegally via war crimes at absolute best. You only half joke about everyone Brett hangs out with being a monster, but like, Vicky's dad is almost certainly involved in highly illegal activities. The woman can get coke on demand if someone asks. No one like that has a normal family. So like, is her dad also in the business? You figure it can't hurt to ask. Brett does, in fact, know about the coke. Wait. Brett narrows his eyes. Which business, homie? Like, mine? Hers? Someone? Something else? The, you know, family business. I've never seen Brett work his brain cells quite this hard before. The amount of visible energy he's expending trying to figure out what you're getting at, it hurts to watch. You mean like the business making big threats about living up to your legacy? Because like, yeah, her family is really big on that. Actually, you were thinking more about selling hard drugs and also kneecapping people. In spite of the fact that you've never seen Vicky technically do either, just hearsay on the first. She's too sweet to kill someone, but like, you know. The Mafia is just like that. Oh wait, like you mean her essential oils bit? Yeah, no, that's her thing. Old man doesn't particularly care about any of that stuff. Like, why would he? He's not exactly hip to the times. You met the guy? Much to my overwhelming chagrin, I did meet the parents. I have never met a man I have wanted to hear speak less. Holy fuck. Dude has a chip on his shoulder the size of this city, man. Also, he's a dick to Kyle. You must really like her. I mean, I do, but also like Joker von Fucknuts is sort of a big name around the place. If I put up with him and smile at family gatherings and shit like a good little in-law or whatever the F, he might not completely screw my future prospects. That can't be his name, right? No, I'm just screwing around. I think it's like technically just Jochen. Jochen? Yoshen? Yakin. You're not getting it anyway, like, Fred interrupts you. You almost think it was tactical, but the goofy smiles back, and it's pretty much impossible to think of him as calculating. He is a vampire, though, and he did wipe someone's memory in a different universe. So, I mean, he could be, and he's just very good at looking stupid. Very good, so much that he probably is a little bit stupid. If you have questions about Vicky's business, feel free to ask, man, because, like, I know that shit. Backwards and forwards. It's all natural shit she's got. This is the worst sales pitch you've ever heard in your entire life. On the plus side, he's probably not malicious about it. On the downside, though, that type of shit is just the most heinous scam imaginable. Did she drag Brett into it? Wait, you don't actually use this stuff, do you? I mean, it's super good for shit like allergies and stuff. It's not like a yes, but it's unfortunately also not a no. Brett, you don't have allergies, you're a vampire. I mean, you're allergic to sunlight, I guess. Like, you're using it for your garlic allergy? I don't think that's actually a thing in World of Darkness. Vampires aren't actually allergic to garlic, but it could just be that this guy in particular is. You know, funny enough, I'm not— oh, I skipped ahead. Bad. Damn, good thing this isn't the Italian mob then. Yeah, the guy's hated garlic since you've known him. His mom's always been, like, allergic to the concept of seasoning. He continues his tirade. That's tirade. You take a look around the room, tuning it out, because you can't handle this. It's just too late in the day to engage with all the concept of snake oil. Oh, his journal, or it's not really a journal, the book on his vanity, it's open. Red doesn't seem to particularly care and passionate by his speech as he is, so you take a quick glance. Scan the page quickly. On the surface, the main thing you quickly discern is that Brett's handwriting looks like complete chicken scratch. Good thing you spent so much time mooching his notes in the poli-sci class last year, otherwise the shit would be completely illegible. The monologue continues, so you start hunting for that weird frat name he was talking about. Now, what was that name? Delta Sigma Mu DSM. There it is on the left side. Same line. There's another word written a little to the right. Malkavian. Malkavian. I am curious. I mean, this is Hotel Lasombra, so I would assume everyone in here is a Lasombra. So I don't know if but I don't know if that's entirely true. If this guy is a Malkavian, that would actually explain a little bit of stuff. Holy shit, it's code. Doesn't make a lot of sense overall. Alpha, Rho, Tau, you recognize the word Toreador from, like, opera shit. Epsilon, Tepsilon, Mepsilon isn't even real Greek letters. Toreador, yeah, that's another one. We recognize some of the words that Brick used. The Sombra. Brett has them down as Mugama. Brett has written Malgoths? Malgoths? Looks like this might be a system of referring to families or subgroups as rival frats. Surprisingly smart for the guy. Oh, I see. So he has them written down as, like, frats. He has different— okay, that's interesting. Okay, so Omi's in deep. Notably, though, you don't actually see the word vampire on the sheet. Maybe each family has a different code. That way they wouldn't get compromised. Makes sense, then, that Brett would pick up a frat code since that's, like, his life and shit. But it really makes you question what the F is going on with Brick's life that his go-to is vampire. Is just really into bad movies and shit. Genre fiction kind of guy. You wouldn't peg him for one, but hey, full of surprises. Oh F, the sales pitch is coming to an end. Anyway, she's like effing loaded, dude. So, like, if you want in at any time, I'm happy to ask her for you. Apparently she has a pretty great return, plus, like, you know, surprisingly good product. You nod slowly because the man has been way too deep at this point to start getting into this at late night. You'll have to think about it. Make excuses and quickly exit, narrowly escaping a fate worse than death. Multi-level bar.